We're taking notice here real quick, but here's what the problem of organized crime looks like. Repeat offenses against the same individual will alternatively either teach them or help them understand what to do when. All right. I'm not a bad guy. All right. But I am going to tell you I was a prior freight handler and had this situation happen once again. And it's when you find out not to fuck around with me. All right. That is the one fucking purpose. FBI has taken note of the organized crime in that company, and this is where it's at. All right. You don't do that shit to people. All right. We're looking at the point here. I'm better, but you're seeing how. Repeat offenses against the same individual, lining up the right things, getting the patterns down, and nailing it right on the head. There is no motherfucking way I'm letting that go. You're going to watch your six, and you're not going to fuck around here. And having another repeat offense on the same individual outside the company to cover up what the company was doing to begin with is not allowed. This is not going unnoted. You're not fucking pulling that shit and acting like nothing happened. That's why they do something else outside of the fucking job to get the heat off of them when this is what happened here. That's how I got fired from freight. And don't you fucking forget it. Anyways, as I was saying, when you're like singled out, you're alone, you're doing your own thing, you're minding your business, everything's good, and you don't have anything around you. This is the most reliable source of information to show you the fucking ropes. Criminal activity and FBI notices and patterns and things like that. Those things do happen, but it's a conflict within the pattern itself. Mind you, it's what people think that matters and what people don't know that also matters. But a repeat offense outside of it, in order to dislodge the conspiracy or leave somebody dead in their tracks, that would happen. That is why information can be recreated or destroyed at any point in time, but you have to make sure the person knows what they're doing. When these people know what they're doing and they're working with the FBI, they're working with the CIA, or whatever they're doing, this is not going unnoted here. Okay? This is how this shit works. So a repeat offense could cover up something that was once done. This is why people are repeat offenders. These are criminal activities. And I'm not going to not take note. This is how this functions. You're not going to fucking act like nothing happened. This is what happened yesterday. And when them patterns creep up on you and you start seeing everything connect, you're going to know. Oh man, Patron in the fucking. Yeah, I never really thought they'd throw alcohol into the mix, but that was a big pastime. They talked about it time and time again, but that was it, man. And we aren't stating disabilities. We're not, we're capitalizing off the means of what is not mentioned and taking future notations of what is expected out of us, and most likely going to be upsetting considering how it happened outside of work, but at the same time, that's how you cover up what your crime is. So when people try to cover their ass like that, then I will take note and I'll show you the fucking point. It doesn't work. When you understand people are doing that to you, none of this is gonna work. And when you understand why the whole entire shit show's outside my home the whole time, that's when you know work was doing something stupid, and then that's how it was. People don't come around for no reason. They don't do dumb shit for no reason. And they certainly aren't gonna fuck around and get stupid for no reason. You need to pay attention to these patterns and know there's some evil afoot. Sometimes it's a little innocent crime, a little white lie. You know, you never really have like a big conspiracy. You don't have a big conspiracy or anything too stupid happening here. See how fast that is when you actually do hit them? Drops like a fucking, yeah, drops so fucking fast. God damn, man. Unbelievable. So any fighting around these parts, man, it's gonna get a little fucking iffy considering what type of shit these people know, but I'm sitting over here knocking someone's ass in, man, like, you're not gonna be fucking looking at me the right way because you know I know better. That's why I'm gonna I'm gonna put an extra bit of pain into that guy because he knows what he's doing. Any future fights are gonna be like that. Don't worry about it. Then they're gonna make it out to look like me, but they're gonna say the right thing, know the right thing, be the right guy, try to do it right, and they're gonna bullshit their way into it. And it's like, you can't bullshit the pattern, bro. The pattern's the pattern. That's just the crime's committed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, well, it happened outside of work, so we can't. I could. Yeah, I could tell you what happened. You can't cover your ass any more than you thought you could. I mean, like, you're not running the fucking game like that. Come on, get the fuck out of here, dude. I'm not becoming another fucking 50 Cent, dude. I'm not gonna get shot 9 times for people being stupid. Get the fuck out of here. That's the only reason why that guy survived. There's shit like this. That's the only reason why 50 Cent is in his position today, and he's alive. There's shit like this happening. Don't go tell me otherwise. When 50 Cent ever found out or figured that shit out himself, man, bruh, like, he'd flip the fuck out. That dude got set up. Right, repeat offenses would dislodge what an FBI agent thinks in order to leave him, you know, in his tracks, and he can't do a damn thing about it. That's what the problem is. Yeah, and these patterns are about crime, but, you know, when you actually have to pay attention to something like that closely, well, you know. Gotta watch what's happening, how it's happening, what's going on, how to fucking lead somebody in their tracks, what somebody else is gonna do in order to cover something else up. And then you gotta be in deeper than the next guy over. So now you gotta pay attention to what's happening around you. It's like, well, if this guy knows anything like that, then I'm fucking, you know, I'm cooked. You know, I'm fucked. It's like, yeah, of course. And now you're really fucked because of how it happened outside of work. Like, bro, how are you going to do that to somebody? It's like, oh, well, they did it first, and then they cover this up, and... Yeah, okay. Oh, they got my back, and like, no, they don't. I'm coming after your ass, bro. You're looking at a bear, bro. You're not looking at some fucking, you know, animal that's like, oh, well, that guy didn't do anything to me, alright. That guy didn't do anything to me, whatever. Ah, and you're looking at the bear. Now you're seeing the problem, dude. Now you gotta report it somehow, some way.
Stop that!
In order to get through it, right? All right, turn around. What the hell?
I may be crestfallen, but I'm not defenseless, you rascal. You will soon regret this.
That's how you do it. So, anyways, yeah. This is what you're looking for.